Hello, church family. Pastor Dan here with a word of encouragement. And my word of encouragement to us today is to not be afraid when we need to make ourselves vulnerable to achieve our goals. Don't be afraid to become vulnerable in wanting to achieve the goals that we believe God has for us. Here's what I mean by that. When I was playing high school baseball and I happened to get on first base, my coach's exhortation to me, along with the rest of the players, is get a good lead off of first base. Stretch your lead off of first base as much as you can. The reason why he wanted me to take a good lead off of first base was twofold. Number one, he wanted my lead to distract the pitcher. He wanted that pitcher to have some fear or concern that I was getting too big of a lead. He wanted the pitcher's focus to not just be exclusively on the batter and focusing on throwing a strike. He wanted the pitcher to have to be also conscientious of me on first base. Now, the second reason why the coach wanted me to see if I could make myself as vulnerable as possible in getting a good lead without being thrown out if the pitcher decided to throw back to the base. He wanted me to be, because I was slow of foot, in a position where I had the best chance for getting to second base on a ground ball. He didn't want to see me get thrown out at second. He wanted to advance me, just like he wanted to advance anybody that was on first base to second base, because second base is a scoring position. Jesus Christ came into the world vulnerable. He was born as an infant, as a baby, couldn't do anything for himself, was totally vulnerable to anyone and everything. But he wasn't afraid to make himself vulnerable because of the greater goal that God had in mind for him in being incarnated here on earth. That greater goal was him becoming the Savior that humanity needed. And the way to become that Savior required a step of vulnerability, a step that puts us in danger, if you will, of being thrown out, but also a step that puts us in potential of gaining the next goal. Think about that during this Advent season. To not be afraid of making yourself vulnerable to achieve a greater goal that God has for you. Hey, God bless you all. Talk to you soon.